Okay, I've got so much shit I've got to tell you guys. I've missed you. Okay, so here's what's been happening. Every time I go running up a hill, now that I know I actually have a place where I'm going to take out my information, it's kind of like my brain, everything that's downloading, everything that's coming to me is just like, bleh. It's like coming out of my eyeballs, coming out of my ears and every other place. Because I could be running up a hill and I'm running like for 20 minutes and all of a sudden something comes to me and I'm like, I gotta tell them this. This makes so much sense. Oh my God. And I'm running for 20 minutes and then something else happens. And then I'm like, okay, keywords. I gotta remember keywords. And then as soon as I get in my car, I'm like writing it down. And then when I go to the grocery stores and I'm like picking out a banana and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta tell them this. I'm like, oh my God, where am I gonna write this down? I gotta write it on the peel of the banana. No. And so I'm running all over the grocery store trying to get paper to write this down. Oh my God, my bath, when I'm doing dishes, now that my psyche knows it's going to come out, I am being flooded. And so I am going to do this a little bit differently just because this is so important. I can't miss anything. So I'm going to be reading it off my notes, okay? Just so that you get the gist and how important it is, okay? Because I want to make sure each and every one of you is fulfilled to the brim. And for all you newbies, hi fam! Oh God, I miss you. But for all you newbies, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. And if you'd like more information and insight, especially if you are an empath or a Heyoka and you have nowhere else to go to get insight about why and where you're in the dark, come to me, subscribe, and you will get shit that no one else can tell you. And I mean stuff you can't Google. But anyway, okay, so let me move on. All right, so why do smells, sounds, and especially excessive talking, why does it irk us so much? Why does it rattles our nerves? And it was so funny because I was asking that question and I was saying to myself, should I tell them why? Because all of a sudden the answer came to me. And then boom, I see a post by this brilliant woman who posts empath in how it makes their nerves fray, the sounds and smells and excessive talking. I'm like, yes, I'm going to talk about the answer. Okay, so thank you for that sign there. And you know who I'm talking about. Thank you. God bless you. Okay, so it's really interesting. So I'm going to be looking at my notes. Sorry. It's really interesting. A lot of people don't know that I'm an international trainer, champion, a couple other things, but pertaining to this right now, I used to go to my clients' homes, and whenever I would be with a female client, I would tell her, you're about to get your period. And she'd be like, what? No, Nicole. First of all, I'm like, I won't be here like for a week, my period. I'm like, no. Your period's happening like now, a few minutes from now, or tomorrow about now in time. And it would always happen, and they would always freak out. And even though, and they all said to me, no, mine's doing another 3 days, mine's doing another week. And I'm like, hey, my bloodline rules here. I'm leader of the tribe here. I'm your trainer. So all your periods are going to come when mine comes. And that's like right now. Plus, I can smell it. I used to walk into homes and I used to smell that the meat is about to go bad. When I'd be with a guy, he couldn't just enter my house and just go, hey, I'm home, because I jump out of my skin. He'd have to tap on the wall. When there'd be people who'd be calling from my downstairs balcony and they'd be screaming my name, I'd almost kill them. And I'd tell them, just whisper, Nicole, you know, like Romeo and Juliet, Nicole, late at night, sneaky. Don't be like, Nicole, don't be like that. Don't be like that. And they would think it's weird. And then they'd be like, Nicole. And I'm like, yeah, coming down. Okay, so that, one second, that would always happen. Now, I just want to say very quickly, Words, because they carry a lot of vibration, and especially for all my empaths, especially Heyokas, who have a very high feminine energy, creative energy. And I'll talk about the balance of that in a bit if I get time to here. We're halfway through. Okay, so maybe part 2 next time. When your creative energy is high and you have access to different senses, etc., words carry weight. The vibration of words have weight. So every word someone says, not only are you picking up their energy of what's going on with them, but the weight of what that word means with you. And you're such an earnest listener. You can't help but to be deep in your listening. Your whole being is there. You can't help but your whole being is there, because your feelers and your sensors are like octopusing all over this person's being, psychic aura, and even if you don't give a shit, you're like all there. Even though you try not to, you pick up everything. So it's going to weigh you the fuck down, especially for those people who say a lot but say nothing. There's no purpose, intent in their talk. They're not trying to convey, they're just spewing, more or less, or they want to hear the way they talk. Okay, so next. Now, before I go into the rest of all these, I want to talk, first of all, you should know something very interesting about Smels. And this is for my guys, my ladies in a second. Women usually hang on to their sense of smell 10 years more than you guys do. And that's because when zinc is deficient, you lose your sense of smell. And zinc is lost because it's a lot of zinc in your semen. So whether it's yourself or someone else or groups or whatever, semen, zinc, okay? And so you lose that a lot. And also, just to note, hair loss, if you're deficient in zinc, your testosterone will be low, which means you'll have trouble sleeping, poor quality of sleep when you have testosterone low for sure. You'll have appetite loss. You'll have weak bones and weak muscles. Did I forget anything? And of course, poor quality of sperms. Now, here's the thing that you men, dudes, should know. When you go down on your woman, the hormone prolactin surges, and that hormone is responsible for the deepest sense of bliss and relaxation, you know, like the kind you get after like hot, heavy sex, and it's like, you know, like, don't even talk to me. Like, actually, I'm like that. Like, don't even talk to me. And you just like float. You just like float, okay? That's prolactin. Now, in turn, where am I? Yes. When that happens, it causes the stem cells in the brain to produce new neurons in the brain's olfactory bulb, which is its smell center. And so when you go down on your woman, you will keep your sense of smell longer. And I know for your Heyokas, maybe you're like, I don't even care, but no, you want your sense of smell, believe me. I'm going to get to why it's on an heightened level in a bit or in the next video. So if I were you, dude, like any guys that are listening right now, like seriously, right after this video, I would go deep sea diving with your woman. Like, not any woman, but like your woman, okay? Oh, and if there's like only poor quality around, like by all means, do not waste yourself. Just load up on pumpkin seeds, because pumpkin seeds are loaded with zinc. All my clients, all my guy clients would keep a stash of pumpkin seeds in their glove compartment. They'd also keep like a whole bunch of white socks in their trunk, because don't you dare come to me and train with your fucking business socks, your black nylon business socks. You do not bring the energy of business into the gym. You have white or blue or gray cotton socks, mostly like white, just to air out the energy. So just like the heads up. Next. Oh, and for my my ladies, I just have to say, okay? And this is serious. Guys like fresh. They like it fresh. They're not into leftovers. They're not into day olds. They like it fresh and they like it first. And so do not smell like a fish market down there. If you smell like a fish market down there, it's because there is a bacteria infection or candida. But another reason, a couple of reasons, is too much sugar, which again for candida, alcohol, fried foods, spicy foods, and mostly, you're not detoxifying, you're not cleaning your blood, you're not sweating out stuff. So other than sweating out stuff and changing all those dietary things, oh, and anger will be really intense. What I recommend is go get liquid chlorophyll. It's green. It tastes like nothing. Get it in mint. And when you drink it, it will actually curb your taste buds to not wanting sugar. It's going to feel clean inside you because it puts oxygen in the blood. And bacteria and all things, including cancer cells, cannot live with oxygenated blood. So like vitamin A, a lot of oxygen, carrots, things like that. But like seriously, chlorophyll, the way to go. All right, we're gonna have to wrap this up. I'm gonna carry this on in part 2. I can't wait to take this shit out of my head. Okay, I will see you in part 2. Bye.